professionalism. But the most effective calling card in my arsenal was my unrelenting enthusiasm for racing. As time went on, some other drivers and industry professionals began to believe in me and offered me help. Armed with my resolve and solid support from my family, I was poised to reach my goals. All of my experiences have helped me develop character and cultivate what I call my winning circle. Specifically, there are 8 key attributes that I have identified and applied to every step of my path to success. Getting out of your comfort zone, passion, sacrifice, persistence, discipline, enthusiasm, networking, and gratitude. Each of these key attributes helped me grow as a person and propel my career forward. Because I embraced and implemented these qualities from an early age, I was able to achieve a level of happiness, both personally and professionally, that I never could have dreamed possible. At the end of each chapter, I have reflected on specific values from this winning circle that helped me along the way. I call these reflections Racing to the Front. I hope my story will resonate with you and inspire you to live out your dreams. Now, allow me to turn it over to Carrie Height, who will take you the rest of the way.
1. Qualifying for my big league debut. The sun had set below the rim of the steep banks of the Atlanta Motor Speedway, leaving 1.5 miles of asphalt surrounded by whitewashed walls, bathed in the radiant brilliance of the track's lights. My time to step up to the big leagues of racing had arrived, and with a deep sense of satisfaction that helped settle my nerves, I surveyed the scene of cars in bright sponsor colors lined up on pit road. After years of preparation, sacrifice, and more than a few setbacks, I was about to get my shot at qualifying for the Golden Corral 500. If successful, I would earn a starting spot in my first NASCAR Cup Series race. It had been 20 years since someone who looked like me had raced in NASCAR's top series. Historical significance aside, I stood beside my Dodge Intrepid on pit road, mentally focused on driving the 2 fastest laps I could without crashing the car. 11th in the qualifying line, my car looked fabulous with my waste management sponsor's unmistakably large W and M in green and gold dominating the real estate on a brilliant cream white hood. A big green 23 marked the side, and a billboard-sized 23 filled the roof, where my name in the form of my autograph ran across the top of the door. Gold highlights made the paint scheme pop. Ahead and behind stood a line of Chevys, Fords, and Dodges glinting under the track's lighting. Trumpeting a kaleidoscope of logos and colors, each paint scheme represented annual sponsor investments of at least $20 million. Sitting like silent sentries with their aggressive built-for-racing stance and aerodynamic bodywork, the cars were attended by proud crew members, slowly pushing them up the line. The crews waited impatiently to peel off and head back to the pit area once the driver had climbed in and fired the engine for the launch onto the track and 2 solo qualifying laps. An ESPN crew floated nearby with a shoulder-mounted camera ready to capture the thunderous takeoff of each car. Across the way, relatively mild March weather had brought out a decent-sized crowd to the gigantic grandstand, with most of the fans clustered in the seats closest to the track along the front straight. Was I nervous? Yes and no. I had not practiced well earlier in the day. That didn't give me the confidence I'd wanted for the qualifying race, but I forced myself to focus on the positives. I reworked the mental imagery. I had already driven the 2 upcoming qualifying laps in my head. I knew what I needed to do. Now, I just had to do it. It wouldn't be easy with 52 cars trying to qualify in a 43-car starting field. 9 drivers would miss the race. Many of the drivers had the security of a guaranteed starting position owing to their cars ranking among the top 25 in point standings. They were locked in to start the race. I did not have that luxury since my car had not raced regularly in the series. I was one of the go or go home entries, meaning that if I did not drive fast enough in qualifying, I would not be racing on Sunday.